in a moment when you may have anxiety or fear about this election, putting on a suit of armor, putting on a pink suit, putting on something that proudly and boldly shows, hey, I am here, and voting suits me and voting suits you.
We've touched on it, but we haven't actually given a backstory on our partnership, which is Voting Suits You. It's something we've partnered with you all in the past. In 2022, we came together to make some merch and to, again, try and use our platform in a way that helps amplify the work that you're doing.
Yeah.
This year, we came together, and for us, we wanted to partner with you all because we respect the work that you're doing so much, with the vision of bringing our pink suit back into an election cycle. We launched it in 2020, brought it back in 2022, and now had a vision of doing that again in 2024 with the introduction of an ally suit to involve more people in the conversation and to leverage our platform, and the product is sort of this visual unifier.
Yeah.
And so the campaign launched on October 1st. It runs through Election Day. There are a lot of moments within the campaign that are simply designed to just raise awareness of When We All Vote, the work that you're doing, and plug them in. I mean, for us, you all are a dream partner, and I think that a lot of it has to do with, all the work that you're speaking to and the expertise that you have. I'm curious to know why voting suits you and the pink suit, like what your thoughts are in terms of how that's been an effective campaign for When We All Vote's work.
Yeah. When the first part of the conversation was created and germinated, I was outside of When We All Vote at the time, and watching and appreciating from outside. But it was a conversation and that you pulled together in DC with leaders to talk about voting suits you and amplify, frankly, the leaders that were on the front line of that work in that moment, leading up to the midterms. And um, from that, when we think about partnerships and we're thinking about how we can amplify voting, voter registration, voter education work, and we're thinking about who is the right people to do and amplify that work. It's one, how can we increase and diversify the people who are talking about voting? And how can we celebrate it and make it joyful? And I think that there's no better place, frankly, than Argent and you to help work and lead that. We are really grateful, and it's been, the launch was such an exciting moment where we were able to see so many leaders, from celebrities to activists to movement leaders and movers and shakers, be able to show up looking good, feeling good, and talk about an issue and the issues that they care about, that they are passionate about, and ultimately that are making them want to take action and vote this year, and to inspire and pass that on to others, which is a big part of what we are always asking for folks to do. It's like, check your voter registration, and now ask three people you know to do it, and do
Mhm.
that right now.
Mhm.
So I think the approach that you all take to storytelling and empowering and lifting up people is exactly in line with the way that we think about this work, and we think about how we're changing culture around voting, how we're increasing the voices that are talking about this issue, and ultimately how we turn a corner longer term. Um, and then I think the other piece for us that really excites me is, we were talking as I was walking in to sit down for this interview, is that we often are thinking about what we put on our body, what we, as women, if you wear makeup, what you put on your face, or how you look and how you feel, has a huge indicator of how I perform in the workplace, how I feel, and my confidence as I'm moving through that place. And in a moment when you may have anxiety or fear about this election, putting on a suit of armor, putting on a pink suit, putting on something that proudly and boldly shows, hey, I am here and, voting suits me and voting suits you, but it doesn't back away, but is so bold to put that out there is really exciting and exactly about that celebratory moment and armor that we need to move forward and proudly, be visible and vote. Some of the folks this morning were talking about being on the train from New Jersey in their pink suits, and people were giving them like looks and giving them compliments. They're like, this pink suit is not my New York normal black.
On my way here, I was standing in the subway station and a woman takes her phone and shows it to me and she said, were you at this event?" And she's looking at a story of our event
Oh my
from
gosh.
someone that was at the event this morning. And I said, "Yes, I was." We started a whole conversation. We exchanged information. We're going to get together in LA next week.
I love
But
that.
there is something really powerful, I think, in the visual. I think the reason that I'm so excited to partner with you all is because you do a really nice job including culture, sports, business leaders, celebrities. You're just looking at this intersection that I think is nuanced
Mhm.
and it's reaching such a broad audience.
Yeah.
And so that really excites me because I feel like it's a really fresh perspective that's having impact.